Pearl. Isn't she a sweetheart? Look at her. We were just getting ready for our 2-mile walk in the rain here. Oh, this is, by the way, I'll come back to that. 92.3 alt rock in New York. You know, kind of the old K-Rock format. It's back, 92.3 FM, and it's back and it's good. They're doing a great job. All the great classic alternative that we love, plus new stuff, which, again, I'm always preaching, we gotta support new music. Anybody who's doing new music, let's support them, okay? So, I support 92.3, playing some great music for us people here in the New York area. I'm in West Orange, New Jersey at the Reservoir. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, this is, okay. A little crooked, but it's all right. You get the idea. Pearl, you all right? Yeah, so there was another 7-month-old golden retriever out there. So Pearl was just out playing with her. Then we came back in the minivan to give you the Mark in the Minivan episode before we do our 2-mile walk. And yeah, man, I'm kind of in a grumpy mood. I'll warn you. So if you're looking for the positivity, this might not be the right video for you. Yeah, coming off of a 4-day weekend. That I ate too much, I drank too much, and I don't know, maybe that's why I don't feel 100% right now, just mentally. Wanted to address some stuff on this on YouTube. Man, the YouTube haters and trolls, you guys are fucking assholes, man. Listen, I love corresponding with people on Facebook and, you know, a little bit on Twitter. It's weird. I have a ton of Twitter followers, but I don't feel like I'm that engaged or my followers are that engaged. Instagram, a little more so engaged. Yeah, but the comments and the trolls on Facebook or on YouTube, man, they take the cake. You guys, you know, I appreciate the positive comments. You know, I'd say it's about a 5-to-1 5 positive to every 1 negative, but still, and just stupid, man. The YouTube trolls, they're just stupid. Like, I just had I think of some lady commenting, you know, I talked about how New York City, Manhattan specifically, was not a real metal town, and somebody's like on there like bitching and moaning, saying I don't know what I talk about. What about Lady Gaga? Lady Gaga is hard rock or heavy metal? Fuck no. What about Madonna? I love Madonna. She's not hard rock or heavy metal. What about Kiss and what's that? Typo Negative? Yeah, but Kiss and Typo Negative aren't from Manhattan. That's what I was talking about. Manhattan. If you obviously don't know the outer boroughs and you don't know the city of New York. New York is not just one thing. It's a whole state, and in that state is a small section of land that's a city called New York City, and that has 5 different boroughs, and within that section of New York City there's an island called Manhattan. That's what I was talking about. So shut up. By the way, Lady Gaga, I'm so sick of fucking Lady Gaga. It's like people telling me she's metal and hard rock. I loved her first record. I thought that was great, and I thought it's been a big downslide since then with, you know, oh, she can sing, she can play piano. Yeah, but I don't like those songs. They're not good. I like Pavarazzi. I think that wasn't on the first record. That was one I thought was all right, but I'm so sick of hearing about how great she is. You know, she's metal. No, every time I turn her on, she's doing horrible pop or horrible jazz. You know, she's not metal. The most embarrassing part of Metallica's career, way more embarrassing than Napster, was Lady Gaga getting on stage with them and jamming with them that time. That was absolutely horrific. Guys, big mistake. I know there was technical difficulties at that performance with Hetfield's mic, but that's not why it was embarrassing, believe me. She was approaching heavy metal like she was in Rent the Musical or something. It was freaking ridiculous. Yeah, sorry, I told you this is going to be negative. Other comments. Somebody saying, oh, Vinnie Vincent was just, you know, another guy in Kiss, and, you know, has basically comparing him to Mark St. John. Mark St. John was a great guitar player, and he did what, like 2 or 3 shows with Kiss live. So to compare Mark St. John to Vinnie Vincent, in Vinnie's defense, who co-wrote many Kiss songs on Creatures of the Night and basically almost co-wrote the whole Lick It Up record, right? You can't compare that to Mark St. John, who basically just played guitar on the record and played a handful of gigs. Love Mark St. John's playing, honestly. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, he wasn't right for Kiss. I actually thought the Animalized record was great and loved what he did with that. And it made it, you know, all the Kiss albums have different feels. And he definitely contributed to the greatness of Animalized. But no, Vinnie in the history of Kiss, if we're ranking people on their importance, I will defend Vinnie's contributions, because I do think he was important for a small section of history, very small, but he was important. And to just say he was just some guy who came in and played guitar and left, you know, which is what somebody said in the comments, I disagree with that. So another comment said that I look like a meth head. I'm not a meth head, never done meth. The only thing I really know about meth is from watching Breaking Bad. And it's funny because I don't know if that means because I'm thin or what, but I went to this person. This person looks like they weigh 400 pounds, the person who called me a meth head. And listen, I get it. Fat is the new sexy in 2019. I go into Target, even the freaking mannequins are fat. I remember when mannequins used to be sexy. They're not anymore. Sorry that I'm not living up to the new cool guy fat standards of America. I went in to have my physical 2 years ago. I was told I was 15 pounds overweight. I decided to lose 15 pounds. And now I have people saying that, numerous people, that I'm too skinny in these Mark in the Minivan episodes. Well, my doctor says I'm not underweight and I'm not overweight, that I'm doing perfect. So thanks for your concern. No meth involved. Fucking idiots. All right, so what else did I want to talk about? Oh, all right. To wrap things up, I just was annoyed by this Like a Stone, the great song by Chris Cornell, Audioslave, Tom Morello. Great song. But so Jeff Scott Soto covered it, and it's up on Blabbermouth, and they say it's a haunting cover, hauntingly bad cover. First, I hate covers. It's weird because I'm a musician and I love to play covers. Playing covers and jamming them is fun, but I hate it when people cover songs that I love, like a Stone or a Black Sabbath song. Most Kiss songs I don't really like, although I do like the Melvins version of Going Blind, and I like that Lenny Kravitz Stevie Wonder version of Deuce. But in general, I don't like covers, okay? And this is a terrible cover. Jeff Scott Soto and some other guy, I forgot his name, I meant to write it down, covering Like a Stone. And they can't even fucking get the lyrics right. Somebody called them out on Twitter. They changed, they changed the word, pray to the gods is the lyric, and they changed it to God. And it's so offensive, man. Your religious views have to, first of all, you're releasing a cover of a guy you probably don't even like. I mean, the cover is freaking horrendous. And trying to pull attention to yourself on the death of one of the greatest rock singers of all time by covering his song. I don't believe they were real big fans. I'm a massive Soundgarden fan. Have been for decades. And then you change the lyrics from gods to God simply because of your fear of whatever your God is. And you're going to change the lyrics. You're going to change this dead man's lyrics. You're paying tribute to him and you're going to fucking change the lyrics? Give me a fucking break. But I know some people are like, it's not a big deal. It's not. Yeah, it is a big deal. It is a big deal. Chris Cornell specifically used the word gods instead of God. And that there may be some major meaning behind that. There may not be. But still, we have to respect the dead guy. Leave his Jeff Scott Soto and whoever the guy is that you did this song with. Leave don't do any more Chris Cornell songs, please. Disrespectful. And Jeff Scott Soto, he on Twitter threw the guy he recorded the song with under the bus, basically saying, "Oh, they told me to sing it like that." So you did it? Were you paid to do this? Which even makes the whole thing worse. And if people are paying you to, do it, I don't know. The whole thing just reeks, man. And I gotta say, I love Sons of Apollo, but I will, and I'm sorry for doing this, but the one thing that didn't make Sons of Apollo amazing to me were the vocals. I'm sorry, because the music is so freaking good, but I don't know, Jeff Scott Soto's vocals just make the whole thing kind of fall flat. And here's my suggestion to Sons of Apollo: let Bumblefoot sing. Bumblefoot's voice is everything Scott Soto's isn't. He's got the range, he's got, the technique, but the one thing Bumblefoot's voice has that Jeff Scott Soto's voice does not have is a unique color. And when I think of the people I like as singers, I like unique colors to voices. Axl Rose, Bob Dylan, Ozzy Osbourne, the list goes on and on. Bono, Jeff Buckley, these are guys who have unique voices. Johnny Cash, could Johnny Cash, if he was on American Idol, he'd be thrown off for being terrible. But no, his voice had so much color and richness, and that's what it's about. It's not about somebody who just hits the notes. And that's why I want to see the next Sons of Apollo record with Bumblefoot singing lead, who has a unique and beautiful color to his voice. And he's also got that range and sings in tune. The guy is a master. So, and if you need to bring in a second rhythm guitar so it can free him up to do some more singing to Sons of Apollo, that's cool. But still let Bumblefoot do all the leads and shit. That's my suggestion. That's it from Mark in the minivan. Wow, 12 minutes of ranting and negativity. Alrighty. Subscribe to my podcast. It's called Talking Metal.